I previously fed locusts to the mantis and the katydid. They were East Asian migratory locusts. They were relatively small, so they basically got completely wrecked by the mantis and the katydid with no chance to fight back. Recently, I caught this big guy in the backyard. This thing is called a cotton locust. I used to see them all the time in cotton fields when I was a kid. Look at those thick, serrated hind legs. It's seriously intimidating. As usual, let's weigh it first. Good lord, it's actually 8.75 grams. That's terrifying. You know, the adult shield mantis I weighed last time was under 3 grams. But Baidu Big says the cotton locust has natural enemies like mantises, so let's give it a try. We'll put the mantis in and see if it can take down this huge cotton locust. The mantis is in position. Just judging by body length, the two seem evenly matched. But this cotton locust is clearly much bulkier. After the mantis enters the box, it starts cleaning its antennae. Suddenly, it turns its gaze toward us, as if questioning whether it makes any sense to set it up against an opponent like this. Meanwhile, the cotton locust general doesn't move a muscle. It shows no reaction at all to the intruder's rival, not sure if it's confidence or just slow reflexes. The mantis is the first to start moving. It climbs up to the top of the box, as expected of a creature that loves hanging overhead. The mantis definitely noticed the cotton locust a long time ago. Look at the way it sways back and forth. It seems to be testing the waters. It slowly starts moving to the right, toward the cotton locust. Looks like it has a plan. While the cotton locust stays calm, then it suddenly drops down and hugs the locust. And they separate instantly. Let's watch it in 10x slow motion to see what happened. The mantis was crawling just fine up there. And I don't know if it was cunning or on purpose, but it suddenly dropped down. Then it used both big forelegs to grab the cotton locust by the head. The cotton locust didn't hold back. Its thick right thigh powered up. And as it jumped away, it kicked the mantis into a complete wipeout, legs straight up in the air. After a bunch of struggling, it finally flipped back over. Look closely at that moment. That thigh drive from the cotton locust was a critical hit. The skinny mantis was like a kite with its string cut. It got launched outright. This cotton locust general is seriously insane. One kick and it made the mantis understand who the boss is. After taking that crit, the mantis was totally stunned. It couldn't snap out of it for a while. Look at those hind legs moving so cautiously. It clearly looks scared and ready to run. It takes tiny, careful steps. And sure enough, it doesn't chase the cotton locust, but climbs upward instead. Very soon, it's back on the ceiling, hanging again. The cotton locust suddenly starts moving as if it doesn't want to be ambushed again. The locust's movement catches the mantis's attention. It leans its head over. Does it still have ideas? Nope. It wisely crawls away. That flying kick just now is still fresh in its memory. The mantis is so scared its legs don't even move smoothly anymore, terrified it might fall again. While the mantis patrols above, the cotton locust stops moving again. Even though it's extremely strong, it's also a locust with a brain. It knows how to observe its opponent. The mantis's hind legs start moving as if it wants to make him move too. After confirming the mantis above is just a paper tiger, the cotton locust also starts creeping forward. Once it gets familiar with the arena, it begins pacing back and forth inside the box. That solid body is like a cruising nuclear submarine. But because it's so heavy, and its legs are relatively short, it can't climb upward like the mantis can. Even though this cotton locust beat the mantis up, it probably isn't a real threat to the mantis. After all, it's a herbivore. The mantis stays extremely cautious, hanging upside down, watching the cotton locust's every move, afraid it might try something. Whenever the cotton locust tries to climb upward, The Mantis deliberately avoids it. Let's not force this poor Mantis that just got critted. Switch locations. Let's try a different Mantis. First, invite the Cotton Locust General in. Calm as ever, wherever it goes. That's the bearing of a true general. Now bring in the second Mantis. It quickly flips itself over after entering. This one looks noticeably sturdier than the first. Will it perform better than its buddy? The Locust's legs move first, as if it sensed a threat. The Mantis picks up on the movement, and it moves too. Insects are extremely sensitive to changes in their surroundings, but the Mantis climbs upward. Clearly, it still wants to observe first. The two circle each other from a distance for a while, with no real clash. Before long, the Mantis reaches the same level as the Cotton Locust, not far from it. The Cotton Locust still faces the same direction, without changing its posture, though you can start to see some faint movement. The Mantis starts moving. But why is it backing its butt toward the Cotton Locust? Its head starts scouting, looking all around. But it refuses to look in the Locust's direction, like it's pretending it saw nothing. Honestly, this Mantis deserves an Oscar. But with a huge beast right in front of you, it's hard to ignore. So the Mantis finally can't hold back. It lowers its head and locks onto the Cotton Locust. Is the Mantis finally about to strike? The Cotton Locust seems to sense something, its body bobbing up and down. The Cotton Locust suddenly extends its right foreleg. Both sides twitch at the same time, watching each other's every move. Another twitch. Neither dares to make a rash move. It's not even close combat. They just move a little, then freeze again. Like the Cold War. Afraid any action might be misunderstood. In the end, the Cotton Locust can't hold back first. It turns around and chooses to avoid the fight. The Mantis cooperates, and doesn't chase either. This Mantis is a bit bulkier, but it doesn't seem to have many ideas either. So let it retreat for now. Judging by how cooperative it is, it probably wanted to run the whole time. The big Cotton Locust retreats too. In the end, we can only send out our katydid general. This is a newly arrived katydid, pretty solidly built. It starts calling right away. Looks like its fighting spirit is strong. Let's weigh it too. Good lord. 5.85 grams. That's a lot heavier than the last katydid that fought the Mantis, quite a bit heavier. Of course, it's still about 3 grams lighter than the Cotton Locust. I wonder if this katydid can pull off a miracle. Same deal, put the Cotton Locust in first. Calm as always. The katydid is already shouting outside. This time the Cotton Locust moves first. Looks like it's been here several times, and is already familiar with the place. It even leisurely starts cleaning its mouthparts. Now, please welcome General Katydid. When the lid closes, the Locust freaks out and starts jumping like crazy. You don't see that often. The Cotton Locust moves first again. Could it really be intimidated by the Katydid's aura? Comparing their sizes, the Cotton Locust has a clear advantage in body length, but in terms of bulk, the Katydid is no less impressive. The Katydid general suddenly moves and seems to be heading toward the Cotton Locust. The Cotton Locust looks like it's struggling to escape, while the Katydid keeps closing in. Closer and closer. The Cotton Locust chooses to avoid it. What's surprising is, this time the cotton locust can actually climb up onto the top of the box. Could it be affected by our katydid general's killing intent? The katydid is cleaning its mouthparts here, as if it's sharpening its blade. On the other side, the cotton locust has already dropped to the ground, but it quickly toughs it out and climbs up the wall. WOW, long legs really are something. It can prop itself right on the ground. After staying quiet for a while, the katydid finally starts moving to the right again. The cotton locust only dares to pace back and forth on the far side. This time it finally comes over to the katydid side. Looks like the two are about to clash. They size each other up at close range. But in the end, the cotton locust can't match the katydid's presence and chooses to avoid its edge. The katydid's abdomen pulses forcefully, like it's about to stir up trouble. It starts crawling toward the lower right corner, and the cotton locust happens to head that way too. Both arrive at the lower right corner at the same time. When enemies meet on a narrow road, the brave wins. This time the locust doesn't back down and keeps pushing forward, but the katydid's legs actually pull back. Hey, little bro, don't chicken out. And it really chickens out. It turns around and crawls to the other side. So all that swagger just now was an act. Turns out it's just a paper tiger too. But there's an obvious size difference between them. So forcing the katydid to take it on is asking a lot. So nothing much is likely to happen between them. Which brings up the question, for such a mighty, imposing giant cotton locust, what could possibly take it down? The fight between two mantises starts right away. Shield Mantis versus Giant Mantis. Hi everyone, I'm King. Today's video is a bit long, so I hope you watch until the end. Both mantises are using their raptorial forelegs to control each other, then looking for a chance to bite with their mouths. But during the fight, the shield mantis clearly has the strength advantage. Its raptorial forelegs are wider and more powerful. The shield mantis is very smart. With one raptorial foreleg, it controls the giant mantis's head. With the other foreleg, it pins down both of the giant mantis's forelegs. After successfully controlling it, the shield mantis starts tearing into the giant mantis's forelegs. The giant mantis is pinned once to bite, but can't. It can only try to pull away for now, but it can't drag the shield mantis off either. Now the shield mantis switches to an even better control position, locking down the giant mantis, and starts tearing at its raptorial forelegs. One of the giant mantis's raptorial forelegs gets bitten off by the shield mantis. It holds it and starts chewing. After losing a foreleg, the giant mantis struggles to resist. But the power gap is just too big. The resistance is useless. Although the giant mantis isn't as big as the shield mantis, it's still quite large. The reason it gets completely suppressed is because this female shield mantis's strength and aggressiveness rank among the very top within the mantis family. From this angle, you can clearly see just how powerful the shield mantis's forelegs are. The shield mantis begins attacking the giant mantis's second raptorial foreleg. The second foreleg is clamped in the shield mantis's mouth. Following the wound on the foreleg, the shield mantis goes into a feeding frenzy. Suddenly, the shield mantis starts tearing at the giant mantis's head. The giant mantis makes its final struggle. Mantis fights are extremely technical. First, bite off both of the opponent's raptorial forelegs, then bite through the opponent's head. As the shield mantis keeps chewing like crazy, the giant mantis's resistance grows weaker and weaker. Now the shield mantis follows down from the neck and keeps biting lower. After losing all of its weapons, the giant mantis can only be slaughtered at will. This episode took for hours to film. Hi everyone, I'm King. If you also like my videos, please remember to like and follow me. See you in the next one. The shield mantis and the katydid hug each other. They play together. Carefully, it edges closer. It gently lifts its head and looks up. Their eyes are only on each other. Of course, there's also a bit of roughhousing. Hello everyone, I'm King. From the opening, you should already know. This is the story of the shield mantis and the Tinkin katydid. They slowly move closer, using their antennae to sense each other. The katydid gives a tentative bite. The mantis doesn't move. Of course, sometimes the mantis also attacks first. Let's take a close look at the mantis. It's really beautiful and intimidating. Now look at the katydid. Still those thick brows and big eyes. This shield mantis has appeared many times. In my previous videos, whenever it wants to attack or defend, it raises its raptorial forelegs. The katydid turns around, and the mantis spots it. The katydid keeps moving toward the mantis. The mantis grabs the katydid straight away. They start fighting. They're both biting hard, and it's hard to tell who has the upper hand. Let's move in closer. They realize neither one is easy to mess with, so they separate for a moment. The mantis is still chewing with a katydid leg in its mouth. Then they clash again. The mantis bites one of the katydid's legs and bites it clean off. Even though the mantis pins the katydid down, when it comes to mouth parts, the katydids are much bigger than the mantises. So the mantis doesn't dare take too big a risk, because one mistake and the katydid could counter-kill it. The mantis wants to bite the katydid, but it can't just go head-on. The katydid has its big jaws wide open, ready to strike back at any time. So the mantis can only bite things like the antennae. The katydid struggles, flips over, and bites the mantis's leg. Its raptorial foreleg gets clamped down hard. The katydid is really strong. I don't know if the mantis's leg will snap. The mantis wrestles free and gives up that foreleg. It starts biting the katydid's belly instead. The katydid bites the mantis's raptorial leg, while the mantis bites into the katydid's abdomen. 2 hours later. By now, the katydid's abdomen has been bitten through, and the mantis's raptorial foreleg is also badly damaged. But in the end, the mantis has the upper hand. The mantis keeps tearing into the katydid's legs. The katydid is still struggling, but only weakly now, and the mantis has entered feeding mode. After eating for a while, I put the mantis back into its rearing box. Inside the box, the mantis hangs upside down, grabbing the katydid with both raptorial forelegs, and starts chewing. At this point, the katydid barely moves anymore. At the bottom of the box are green plants prepared for the mantis. Hello everyone, I'm Kang Kang. If you like my videos too, please remember to like and follow. See you in the next one.